Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats, Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Offense lining up for a first down play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense.
Let's go.
The run from the shotgun. Running with power. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Now on second down. The give from the gun. Keeps the legs moving. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire. The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. fires to the big fella. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
The Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. He's going to pass. Makes his connection. And some room to work. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
The Yellow Jackets line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push him upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll try the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters. And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And the ball is intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Quarterback will audible. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 7, Alabama 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. A first down run on the doorstep. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. This is a designed run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Arkansas was far from the friendly confines of Fayetteville, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. I mean, are you so worried about what could go wrong on 4th down that you're going to try to punt on 3rd down in case of, I don't know, a bad snap or something? And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
First down for this offense. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on 1st down. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Got room at the 35. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
They'll run it to the right. Oh, it's out! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Here comes that Alabama offense. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget, so find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated, get them the football, and let them go to work.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Robbins. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Defense wants to bring the heat. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tide offense rolls onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having a pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And it's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Here comes that Alabama offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He wants to throw. He lets it fly. And the pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the beatdown has ensued.
And added on on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
That's an awesome play call, having the running back on the angle route against the blitz. So they bring the linebackers. That completely vacates the middle of the field wide open. Running back runs right into it, and nice job on the throw.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll go to the counter play. And he is just engulfed at the line on this giant defensive tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Robbins. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
Feeling some heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Wants to throw on second down. Might be looking to run. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now, setting up 4th.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind.
35, Alabama, 0.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
2nd down.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. In 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia Tech 35, Alabama 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. They want to run it left here. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
2nd down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. They'll leave it with him.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Rolls onto the field. Quick handoff. Makes him talk to the hand. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
To the ground. He's got it again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week one, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
They'll try to run for it. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He finds his man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. On target to the left. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Fresno State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Bulldogs all day with almost no let-up. They're up by 23 over the Coyotes. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And the timing just a hair off.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Makes the grab. It's Carter. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fourth down and the punt team sends it the other way. Here's the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Quarterback checking off. Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work